Julio. I mean, Julio went over 1,000 yards.
So I was fixing my settings.
Last year, he caught like 117, 120 passes because
what? Oh, I jumped too early.
Offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin did a great job of scheming and getting him the football.
He did. I agree.
So this is if he's only in his fourth year. Dude's 24.
24 years old.
Let that sink in. He's 24.
So let this sink in, and this is not probably going to surprise you, but I saw on ESPN.
This is my first assist.
Dak Prescott.
What? All them plays okay.
36.4% of his passes have gone to what you would call.
I guess I haven't been doing my job.
3 yards or more in separation. Only 36.4. That's dead last among the 22 quarterbacks who qualify with 200 or more passes.
Like
so
that.
Of all the starting
I'm actually not mad at it.
A lot of footballs, his receivers separate by far the leads.
Right.
And then furthermore, his receivers, his passing yards, only 43.9% of his yards passing have come after the catch. Well, that's 21st of those 22 quarterbacks. Okay, so they're not getting open, and they're not breaking away after they catch.
A lot of times, Skip, that can be twofold. That can be guys are not getting open, and a lot of that is scheme. Because if you look at the New England Patriots, they get a lot of guys wide open because of scheme. They do a lot of rub. They do a lot of option routes. And you don't see the creativity of what we see in some of the other. You look at the Saints. You look at the Rams. You look at Minnesota. You look at Look at Kansas City. Now, most of their yards come after yards after catch because
most. I think he would be number one on this list by far.
Because Andy Reid said, let's get the ball to them as quick as we possibly can. They'll make a guy miss and get yards after that. So a lot of that, I give you credit. I'll agree with that.
That's a good try.
Because the thing is that in the NFL, you're going to have to throw in the tight
window. Last second, so I didn't expect it to be like great.
So they don't back guys up off them because I'm not really worried about you. That's why sometimes Gallup was able to sneak by or Tavon Austin because they don't respect him. And they know Dak doesn't, feel comfortable yet throwing the ball down the field. So I will play tight.
Or he doesn't have time to throw it down.
Don't do that, Skip.
Well, he does.
Oh, you blame your offensive line?
Yes, I am. Maybe this will make them better. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe they'll hold on for a half second.
So now receivers will make it offensive linemen better.
Maybe. I don't know. So now
holding out hope.
I'm holding out hope because I'm going to be objective about this. To your point, I brought these stats up last week, and I'm going to say them again. Complete objectivity that Amari Cooper, since he's been in the league 3+ years, he's tied for the lead in drops in the National Football League. Why is that? Because I think the focus comes and goes. The intensity
he's tied in drops.
But
the want to.
But Skip, that's what's so.
All right.
The dude played in Alabama. Okay. You focus every single practice, every single game in Alabama. Ain't no ups and downs.
No. And furthermore, in those 3+ years, Amari Cooper ranks 210th in the National Football League in percentage of targets.
I'm glad he left. That's the sharpshooter.
A lot of throws that he doesn't catch.
Let him have his computer shoot.
Maybe he's just wild high, wild low, because we've seen him be that way.
Yeah.
Right?
4 seconds.
I see it. Oh, wow.
It's not good and open.
I don't know what
I'm Captain Obvious, and Hotels.com rewards me basically everywhere I stay. So why am I stopping great for the aerobics enthusiasts near this B&B?
3-pointers as
or
a slasher.
doing goat yoga at this mountain resort? Or treating a destination wedding to the sweet sound of plug bongos? Because Hotels.com lets me do me. Where are my dogs at? Oh, here they are. Hotels.com. You do you and get rewarded.
Wow.
Take it away, Henry.
Can't get to him in time.
Spurs LeBron hit a
Thank God
game-tying
he's a pure
three-pointer late in regulation to send the game to overtime, but he missed 2 free throws late in overtime that led to the loss.
I swear.
LeBron has started the season 0-3.
Please quit.
But after the game, he still seemed
I'm done with you. Shoot one more 3.
I know what I got myself into. It's a process. I get it. And we'll be fine. So, I didn't come here thinking we were going to be, blazing storms, right out the gate. It's a process, and I understand that. So, the game is, frustrating not to get the win, but I've showered and I'm good now.
Oh man.
Chris Haynes is back with us.
Shower.
He got the shower in, he's over it.
That clears everything.
Yeah.
Should we be discouraged by this 0-3 start? He
Shoot
seems
it again.
like he knew what he got into, but what are you thinking?
Well, I spoke with him a little bit to the side after the game. I actually wrote about this for Yahoo Sports. He equated what he's going through in his approach to The Godfather, the movie The Godfather, when the son, Michael, wanted to join the family business. And the Don was like,
look,
I feel like you can do so much better. And I want to make sure that you're put in position to do better for you and your family. And he said that's what he's doing right now with directing and teaching. If you see a lot, like I told him, I said, you're doing a lot more hand pointing, a lot more teaching on the court. Just playing basketball.
He just got them 6 rebounds?
I want to make sure everybody is.
Because he only had 7.
Possession. We had like 5 or 6 rebounds.
That was his analogy he gave
like,
to me. And he told me, just like he said in the scrum, is that, look, I signed up for this. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy fix, but we're just trying to eliminate some bad habits and establish a winning culture. So with all that being said, I think obviously he's disappointed with the being over thus far. But he's looking at the big picture. Is he frustrated? Yes, he is. I see it in his face. He's not going to come out and say it. The cameras are on him. Everybody's nitpicking his every word. Every word he says. But yeah, he's frustrated. He's definitely frustrated. But he's going to make sure he takes a cautious approach and make sure he doesn't say anything that can be misconstrued.
Yeah, he can't be frustrated, but I can, and I am frustrated. Because let me ask you a question. If you were to ask him at the start of the season, 3 games into the season, how many guys say you think they'll be 0-3? How many you think say, yeah, we'll be 0-3?
Nah, yeah.
Exactly. And that's my point. I would have never in my wildest, I'd have bet a lot of money. Well, not my money, but I'd have bet a lot of somebody else's money that they wouldn't be 0-3. The problem is outside shooting and defense. They're the 3rd worst 3-point shooting team, but they give up the highest percentage of made 3-pointers. Skip, that's not a good combination. If you're a boxer, you don't land very many punches, but you take the highest number of punches in the fight. That leads to knockouts. This leads to losses. And the problem is hurts him in the MVP because he gets off to such a slow start. Where you get guys like Anthony Davis that come out like gangbusters, and some of these other guys that come out like gangbusters, and then all-star break, he picks it up, but he's giving up so much ground. But yeah, look, he started slow in Miami the second time around in Cleveland. He started slow, and I guess this to be expected. But man, okay, Portland. We can understand. Portland's a tough place to play. Paul Allen had just passed. They were a very emotional team.
No shame in that.
But you got to win this one, man.
But the Rockets, there's no shame in that.
Yeah, it's shame.
They got embarrassed.
They lost to the Clippers. They lost to the Clippers.
I got it, but they're coming with blood in their eyes on Saturday night for LeBron's Hollywood opening.
We lost to the Spurs without Kawhi. Kawhi doing big things over
Kawhi, without DeJounte Murray, without Monty, without Tony Parker.
How you like Kawhi in Toronto?
We're talking about the Lakers.
I was going to say, he doesn't talk about him.
So, silly me, I really like what I've seen from the Los Angeles Lakers so far because at Portland, they're down only 1 point with 8 minutes to go. That's a pretty good position to be in, and I thought LeBron should have closed it, and he's trying to do too much with players he doesn't really know under fire, and he has 3 big fourth-quarter turnovers. And they didn't get it home because Portland's really good at home. And those 2 guys can, you know them well. They can shoot their lights out in Portland, and they did. And then against Houston, when the brawl happened, there's 4:13 left, and they're only down 1. And then the Lakers somehow got more distracted by the brawl than the Rockets did. And the Rockets took it personally, and then here they came, and they just took the game over the last 4 minutes. And then last night, again, you're up 6 with 55.6 seconds left in overtime. Obviously, somebody's got to close it. LeBron couldn't. So does LeBron need to find out how to be the facilitator to the close instead of the actual closer? Is it, you mentioned earlier, is it Kuzma? They got to find their niches, find their roles, find what works for them. I think Josh Hart, you want to talk about tough? You want to talk about playing hard every possession. He just plays his butt off.
Caldwell Pope need to switch.
Okay, well, that's fine.
It's time already.
They're finding out. And it's helped. Last night helped. It helped clarify their rotation last night because there's no Rondo and there's no Brandon Ingram. All of a sudden they can find out, Kuzma can do that. there.
Right.
Oh, he can score 19. He can keep us afloat.
But the thing is, Skip, it's so hard for him to get those major minutes when Ingram is there. You think about
maybe at some point it flips the other way. Maybe Kuzma starts getting the major minutes. I don't know.
Stop it.
Well, it was interesting. LeBron kept raving about Brandon Ingram, and I kept saying he's saying nothing about Kuzma. And I don't know, did he not love it? Did Kuzma it's like he's never met a shot he doesn't love?
Kuzma is a better fit for LeBron James right now. I know LeBron is high on Ingram, but nobody can catch and shoot from that wing position like Kuzma, aside from Josh Hart. But I've been around.
Lonzo. Don't forget Lonzo. He's starting to stroke it a little bit. I don't know. Has he not made a few?
He made a few, but hold on.
Yeah, he's made
I love how you want to hold. You love that.
He stuck that in there right there.
Oh, I did. Well, he made the one at Portland that cut it to one.
Did he not
make one in overtime?
Yeah, he made a couple of big ones. Skip, I'm gonna give him credit.
I seen him passed up some too that led to a turnover because he wasn't confident, consistent. But I digress.
You digress.
I've seen about 3 coaches. Going back to your initial point, Shannon. I've seen 3 coaches who have said initially from the start of the season we're going to limit LeBron James' minutes. We're going to try. We're going to try to.
You have.
We're going to try to keep them playing. Already 3 games, Shannon. Already 3 games.
Already 40 minutes. Because the games are going to be close, and if the games are close, Skip, that means he's going to end up. The final 6, the final 8 minutes, where you wanted to play him 35 minutes.
So Luke says to LeBron on the court, come on over here.
He can say that.
Yeah.
He can say it all he wants.
I mean, the thing about it, what do we normally see? LeBron normally plays the entire first quarter. He's been coming out 2.5, 3 minutes, 3:30 into the first quarter.
And he still leads the league in minutes played.
He's starting in the second quarter for the first minute and a half, 2 minutes. He's on the bench.
Yeah.
But guess what? When the rubber needs to be the road, you got to have your best play out there, Skip.
Okay? I'm just seeing a lot of firepower here. I like that on offense. There's fun to watch as anybody because they push it more than anybody. Again, points in the paint. We got the stat. At Portland, they had 70 points in the paint. No team the whole year last year had 70 points in the paint. The highest was 68.
They got 74
last night. They took overtime, but they got 74 points. That is pushing the basketball.
Okay, well, who will put out the fire on the other team when they get going?
I told you going in, and they just don't. And you're talking about LeBron pointing a lot on defense. Well, I wish he'd do more playing than pointing.
He's pointing on offense, getting them right, Skip. Stop trying to take shots now. We don't beat up the man enough now. He got enough bruises. He was down.
He was mic'd up on Saturday night, I believe, and he's switch was, like over the top. He's yelling on defense. I'm saying, just play, like guard somebody.
I think we beat him up enough.
Yeah.
He's already feeling down. Okay. He missed the shot. He missed 2 free throws.
Well, he washed it off, though. He took a shower. He washed that unclutchness right off his body.
I saw what you did.
I had to.
No, he washed the loss off.
LeBron.
Well, let me tell you this, Skip. The jury is still out on your guy Lonzo Ball if he can play alongside LeBron James.
You know what?
The jury's still out.
I thought he looked pretty good last night. And he is starting to look like an adult to me. His body and his body language look like he's growing up.
Finish at the rim.
I agree with you. He's got the ability. He's 6'7", and he can jump. And he's obviously got great handles.
You gave him a couple inches right there, Skip.
I think he's 6'7".
Ooh, that's pretty tall right there.
Okay.
I thought he was like 6'5", maybe?
No, he's taller than that.
Ooh.
He's 6'7".
Ooh, 6'7".
He was just towering over Patty Mills, and it's like
Patty Mills is about 5'8" now, Skip. On a good day, Skip.
Yeah.
On a good day.
We're talking about clutch. Patty.
Oh, he had a big shot. Oh, that was and for him to get the
shoot a jump shot. Wow.
Well, Pop, coaches.
Who did he hit that shot on, Skip?
Lonzo.
Ooh.
Oh, the defensive guy.
The 6'7" guy with the long wings.
His build looks better though.
Who had the best defensive win shares individually? The Lakers last year. Lonzo Ball did. Who led them in rebounds for most of the year until the very end of the year?
Who had the highest plus minus last night for the Los Angeles Lakers? Who had the highest plus minus last year for the Los Angeles Lakers, Skip Bayless?
That's right.
I mean, you know how to do that.
That's right there, Skip.
You got it. He's right.
What about LeBron?
What do you have?
What? Terrible. He's the best player on the planet. He was -6.
He played 10 more minutes than Lonzo.
Huh?
So if you put Lonzo in those minutes, ain't no telling that put minus 14.
You can't be -6 if you're the best player on the planet.
No,
lowly Spurs. Lowly Spurs.
Normally now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Chris. Normally, when a team loses, that means somebody had to be able to monitor. So how?
No doubt.
Skip Bayless, I love how you try to. You all
He did it.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to tell me LeBron played great last night?
No, he didn't play great. They lost. He missed 2 free throws. He turned the ball over. He missed the last second shot. No, he didn't play well.
Thank you.
But I make no excuses for LeBron, unlike you.
No, well, I'm going way out on a limb. I think they're going to win at Phoenix.
Oh, really?
How about that?
Okay.
It'd be nice to talk
I'm
about
bullish on LeBron James as a Laker.
Yeah, that's a Redwood Louisiana. Sturdy.
Looking forward to it.
I love him.
Plenty to watch, Chris. Thank you for being here. We look forward to having you back. All right, is it time for the Giants to bench Eli? Oh, we'll discuss next.
Every time.
And a long back down.
Long time. Long time coming.
What is the biggest opportunity of our generation? All right, it's not cryptocurrency, it is not social media marketing agency, it is e-commerce. Okay, the reason why I say that is because the proof is in the pudding. If you look at the top 2 companies, okay, or the only trillion-dollar companies in history are going to be Amazon and Apple. Apple was the first, Amazon was the second. By the way, I'm here on my rooftop in Studio City, just kind of like watching the sunset here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Want the ball in that moment. I want him to have the ball in that moment. And I know a lot of things going through his mind on that last shot. Because if he takes one more dribble and the guy comes, he passes it to Josh Hart. Josh Hart misses the shot. LeBron, you had just hit a clutch 3. Why did you take the shot? So he's always in an unattainable situation. There's nothing he can do that's right unless he takes the shot, makes the shot. Other than that, it's wrong because if somebody else takes the shot, makes the shot, they bailed him out. Somebody else takes the shot, misses the shot, LeBron ran from the pressure. So he can't win for losing, but I'm very disappointed because he's supposed to close the deal. He had
No turnovers.
on 2 occasions, and he didn't deliver.
6 assists, always have one.
Yes, close the deal.
Are we talking about the Spurs?
Okay.
We are talking about the Spurs.
There
I'm
we
glad
go.
you brought that up because last night, your man LeBron James did not have Ray Allen to save him against my Spurs the way he did in Game 6 back in 2013.
Kuzma, yeah. Kuzma almost saved him. I got to tell you, Kobe would have made those free throws last night.
No, Kobe missed some free throws.
No, but he would have made those. He would have.
It was a disappointing loss. I mean, they did. LeBron didn't get off to the greatest of start. He couldn't hit a shot early in the, and a lot of them was bunny. Yeah, he missed some outside shots, but a lot of them was right at the rim. And so he was frustrated. Only had 4 points.
Undisputed. Welcome to Undisputed, live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft, here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Morning. Hey, guys.
Hi, Jenny.
Ain't got time for you.
So, Mr. Sharp,
I got what?
your man LeBron last night was the literal GOAT, as in lowercase GOAT, as in the unclutch man who cost the Lakers the basketball game by missing free throws and a 3. I just thought I'd throw that out to get us off to a good start. Thank you.
Get those numbers out there.
That was unnecessary.
That's all you got.
I thought we were talking about the Cowboys.
A lot of people had to go to bed early last night, and I had to update them.
Oh,
how are you, Shannon?
Now you like that update.
Thank you for staying up for us. Yeah, I mean, that game was incredible. Oof, interesting. Okay, LeBron.
Trade.
We have a lot to get to today, including what Skip mentioned. If LeBron choked, is Eli done? No. And John Gruden, does he actually know what he's doing? But we are going to start with the Cowboys because they had a busy day. They made a huge trade yesterday acquiring Amari Cooper from the Raiders for a first-round pick. The Cowboys offense has been criticized all season for their lack of a number 1 receiver. Cooper is a 2-time Pro Bowler, but he only has 22 catches and 1 touchdown this season. Skip, do you like the move?
Jenny, Shannon.
Yep.
After sleeping on this trade, I don't like it. I love this trade for my Dallas Cowboys. That's Amari. We got it. We just got way, yeah, you got it. We just got way better than we were about 24 hours ago. So, did Jerry Jones wildly overpay for Amari Cooper? Yes, he did. I sat right here in this chair last week when we did this topic, speculating on this potential trade, and I said I wouldn't give more than a 4th rounder for Amari Cooper. But then late last night, I see that Michael Silver of NFL.com.
How you feel about that trade, Doc?
The Eagles had offered a 2nd for Amari Cooper,
Washington Redskins were hot on his trail also. So Lord knows that Howie Roseman of the Eagles has beaten Jerry Jones to the punch repeatedly over the last 2 years. So why not overpay? Why not finally beat the Eagles to the punch? Finally, Jerry Jones actually did something, because we know that for the last year, as I've repeatedly pounded this table about here on Undisputed, he's just rested on his Hall of Fame laurels.
He said the Eagles and the Skins
did what he used to do. He plunged. He sent a message to his locker room.
He said the Eagles and the Redskins.
And now let's go win the NFC East, because I'm going to remind everybody, Amari Cooper was part-time with the 4th overall pick in the draft. He made the Pro Bowl in his first 2 years in the league. And guess what, boys and girls? He's only 24 years of age.
So it's not like, I'm just sticking on the Cowboys. No.
So
I'd have been mad if Redskins, Cowboys, anybody made that trade. The first pick ain't.
Well, given what's coming in this next free agent crop of wide receivers,
you guys would have gave up 2 picks, 2 first rounds.
John Brown,
at least a first and a second.
Chris Hogan, that's it. And when I look at the next year's draft crop,
that's what the Redskins would have did.
It's okay, but there's nothing special. I'm not saying that guy's going to change your life, but that guy's going to change your life. But Amari Cooper could change your life. So you kept him away from Philly. You kept him away from Washington. And Lord only knows that my wide receiver group was in desperate need of a quasi number 1 receiver, because I got a collection of number 3s, right? So all of a sudden, Amari Cooper's going to make Dak Prescott a little better. I think he might.
He said he wants to run the part game. He was asking if you wanted to.
A threat.
Oh, sure.
He ran 4.4 at the combine, so I got a glider with easy, effortless.
I mean, it's not my favorite thing to do, but I don't mind switching it up.
Do you think that Amari might just be re-energized to show John Gruden, prove him wrong for giving up on him so quickly? So,
where you at?
I think that overall, once I woke up this morning, I thought, did he overpaid? But who cares? Because my team just got a whole lot better.
Didn't replace Dez with anything. Jason Witten got a great opportunity to go to Monday Night Football.
That's just going to like 9 to 5.
You really didn't replace him with anything. So if you think Dak, and Jerry says Dak is more than a bus driver, you need to show people that by giving him someone that he has the confidence in, that I can drop back and throw him the football, and he's going to win more times than not one-on-one.
To your point, does this increase the pressure and the spotlight on Dak? I'll give you that. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the thing is, Skip, is that what concerns me about Amari Cooper is that he'll have 1 game for 14 yards, and then he'll have 10 for $143. He'll have 2 games for a grand total of 30 yards, and then he'll pop up again for 8 for $116.
That's why he's no longer an Oakland Raider. Go ahead.
Which Mark, because it's like you mentioned.
Are unpredictable Crohn's symptoms following you everywhere? It's time to take back control with Stelara. For adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease, Stelara works differently. Studies showed relief and remission with dosing every 8 weeks.
Stelara may lower the ability of your immune system to fight infections and may increase your risk of infections and cancer. Some serious infections require hospitalization. Before treatment, get tested for tuberculosis. Before or during treatment, always tell your doctor if you think you have an infection or have flu-like symptoms or sores, have had cancer, or developed any new skin growths, or if anyone in your house needs or recently had a vaccine. Alert your doctor of new or worsening problems, including headaches, seizures, confusion, and vision problems. These may be signs of a rare, potentially fatal brain condition. Some serious allergic reactions can occur. Do not take Stelara if you are allergic to any of its ingredients.
Are you fed up with Crohn's symptoms following you? Talk to your doctor today and learn how Janssen can help you explore cost support options. Remission can start with Stelara.
Mentioned his first 2 years he's in the Pro Bowl. Now, some of his inconsistency can be tied directly to Derek Carr, because Derek Carr has not been the same quarterback he was, Skip. You remember, he was in the MVP running. He just hurt late in the season. He's never shown that form again. And this is also what I know about John Gruden. He loves to coach people he doesn't naturally have to coach. Now, when he was doing Monday Night Football, Skip, he praised on Amari Cooper. He praised on Khalil Mack. He loved Johnny Manziel. He loved Tim Tebow. Like I said before, being a color analyst is entirely different than being a head coach.
Well, it's not like John didn't know what it was like to be a head coach before he was a color analyst.
No, he loved coaching those guys he didn't have to coach. Oh, I love that guy. That's a guy I can fight with him. He'll win for you. Oh, really? he can win for you. I thought you wanted to coach him. But that's neither here nor there. I love what they do. And as you mentioned, this does add pressure to Dak because he has a true number
Does he really?
And does the change of scenery does him good? Because he didn't. If he was struggling with inconsistency, if you're struggling with that as a player, the last thing you need is a coach that comes in and browbeats you. Son, your depth on the route is not good. Son, you got to make that play. Yada, 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 yada. Instead of building him up, Coach Gruden strikes me as a guy that just rides you and wears you, that grinds you down, as opposed to building you up. And that's the last thing you need when you lost your confidence. So maybe. Now, also you have to ask yourself, Skip, ask yourself this question. Does Amari Cooper at this point right now have more upside than Josh Gordon? Because you could have had Josh Gordon for a fifth rounder. You could have had Calvin Ridley for a first rounder. Because you could have had Calvin Ridley as opposed to the tackling Dutchman. Tackling Dutchman did come in good because Sean Lee missed a couple of games. Yeah, but ask yourself, Calvin Ridley, he sure looks good in Atlanta, Skip. Okay. You could have had him. You could have had Earl Thomas for a second. The question is,
remember, he bid for Sammy Watkins. I think he finished second in the bidding. Jerry did for Sammy Watkins. Would I rather have Amari over Sammy? I would. I'll take Amari.
Yeah, because Sammy, the thing is, but both of them, what do they suffer with, Skip? Inconsistency.
Okay, but one guy does stay healthy, even though Amari's in concussion protocol right now, but he has stayed big picture healthy, right? And Sammy's always nicked, right?
Yes.
Okay, so to your point about Amari, why does the intensity and effort come and go? Well, he's the opposite of so many receivers that I have covered and known for the Dallas Cowboys. He is not an alpha. He is more of a follower than a leader. There's no diva in him. I had the pleasure of getting to know him a little bit when he was on a show that I used to do on the other network, and I spent a little time around him. It was at the college football playoffs. It was the first Clemson-Alabama game in Phoenix, and he was there representing his alma mater, obviously Alabama. He is a really good kid, pretty quiet, bright kid, nice personality. There's no diva to him at all. So he doesn't play with Terrell Owens' rage on the field. He doesn't play with.
He's not very outgoing.
No, there's no Dez Bryant reckless abandon to him, like see ball, I'm going to go up and snatch the ball. He doesn't have that kind of killer mentality to him. He's an effortless glider on the football field. He's a good route runner, a smooth route runner, who can almost effortlessly, with nuance, just run right by you.
Why did he?
What hits you? Right, because he doesn't look like he's trying very hard or running very fast, but he is fast.
You know what's surprising though, Skip? Consider that he went to Alabama, and we know Coach Saban coaches his team hard. That maybe that Coach Gruden started to wear on him. There you go. I find that very hard. That, when you're used to tough coaching, other tough coaches doesn't bother you. If you played at Alabama, if you notice, Coach Belichick loves getting guys from Alabama. He knows they're coached hard. Now, they do come from a very similar system, especially defense, 3-4 defense. That's what Coach Saban's run. But Coach Saban served as the D coordinator under Coach Belichick when he was in Cleveland. And so he knows they've been worked hard. He knows they've been coached hard.
Okay, but what does Amari have in common with Julio Jones? They're both products, but they're both they're not say soft, but they're quiet. Yes. They're not big outgoing personalities. And I think Coach Saban is at such a high level right now with his recruiting that he can pick and choose who he wants and doesn't want, and he liked those two kids because they're good kids, right?
And maybe and another thing about it. What makes a coach a good coach is understanding who he's dealing with.
I say, come on, bro. What was that?
Yelling and screaming at a
nice move.
I got in your way. My bad.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like one-play shays. He only needed a couple from him a game, and he left them.
Where you going?
Coach the defense hard, right? Yeah. And he was kind of on the quarterback pretty hard because he's a game manager and a bus driver, but he needed one big catch a game from those two guys, a couple of big catches to break the game open. That's all they need.
But we saw Amari as opposed to Julio. I mean, Julio went over 1,000 yards. But Amari Cooper, I think his last like 117, 120 passes. Because what's the offensive coordinator, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin did a great job of scheming and getting him the football.
He did. I agree.
So this is, he's only in his fourth year. Dude's 24.
24 years old.
Let that sink in. He's 24.
So, let this sink in, and this is not probably going to surprise you, but I saw an ESPN stat last night that Dak Prescott, that only 36.4% of his passes have gone to what you would call open receivers who are 3 yards or more in separation. Only 36.4.
That's dead last among the 22 quarterbacks who qualify with 200 or more passes. So of all the starting quarterbacks who throw a lot of footballs, his receivers separate by far the lead.
Right.
And then furthermore, his receivers, his passing yards, only 43.9% of his yards passing have come after the catch. Well, that's 21st of those 22 quarterbacks. Okay, so they're not getting open, and they're not breaking away after they catch.
A lot of times, that can be twofold. That can be guys are not getting open, and a lot of that is scheme.
Oh my goodness!
The New England Patriots, they get a lot of guys wide open because of scheme. They do a lot of rub, they do a lot of option routes. And you don't see the creativity of what we see in some of the. You look at the Saints, you look at the Rams, you look at Minnesota, you look at Kansas City.
No.
Now, most of their yards come after yards after catch because
I think he would be number one on this list.
Come on, slam it,
let's get the ball together as quick as we possibly
can. Ain't gonna slam it
at all.
Guy
miss and get yards after that. So a lot of that, I give you credit. I'll agree with that. These. Because the thing is that in the NFL, you're going to have to throw in the tight windows, but these are not guys that put fear. So they don't back guys up off them. That's how sometimes Gallup was able to sneak by or Tavon Austin because they don't respect them. And they know Dak doesn't feel comfortable yet throwing the ball down the field. So I'm going to play tight.
Or he didn't have time to throw it down the field.
Don't do that.
Well, he does.
Oh, you blame your offensive line?
Yes, I am. Maybe this will make them better. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe they'll hold on for a half second.
So now receivers are making offensive linemen better.
Maybe.
Logic,
I don't know.
2K, logic.
I'm holding out hope because I'm going to be objective about this. To your point,
Consistency and logic.
And I'm going to say them again.
Okay.
Complete objectivity that Amari Cooper, since he's been in the league 3+ years, he's tied for the lead in drops in the National Football League. Why is that? Because I think the focus comes and goes, the intensity comes and goes.
That's crazy.
1, 2.
That's what's so right. The dude played in Alabama. Right. You focus every single practice, every single game in Alabama. Ain't no ups and downs.
No. And furthermore, in those 3+ years, Amari Cooper ranks 210th in the Football League in percentage of targets.
I was dribbling.
So he's getting a lot of throws that he doesn't catch.
No, that wasn't fine.
Somewhat on Derek Carr, maybe.
That was crazy.
Wild high, wild low, because we've seen him be that way.
Yeah,
right?
but I haven't. I mean, he had that great season skill, but I was like, you know what? I want to hold out. I was never really bought in like a lot of people were on Derek Carr. And you hear the whispers that Coach Gruden might be willing to move on. Without him, he has 3 first-round picks. Maybe he packages that if there's a quarterback that he's like. But he's going to be in position to get it. So he might not have to package anything. So he's going to be a top 5 pick. So he's going to be in position to pretty much get whomever he wants.
I'm going to let my controller charge. That send me back at like 3:10.
Alright.
Yeah, like for real, call my phone.
Alright.
I'll bet that. Alright, I
pretty sure puts him in the same category with Amari Cooper because trust me on this, Khalil Mack's effort can come and go where he'll disappear occasionally when you least expect it at the end of the game. And where did he go? And now he's